Welcome everyone. This is where we're at so far. Got all this together after picking up a couple of times. Something's rattling there. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's that step. I hear it going back and forth. This bench is just way too loose for my taste. So I'm going to put a couple of drops of glue in these leg holes just to, because I can, and hopefully I won't regret it. Get you all in there. And then of course it fell right apart. Okay. You're down there. Alright, and I think, yeah, there I can set that aside and let it do its thing while I work on this other stuff. As you can see, appears we're gonna make some pretty good progress today because we get to put on one of the covers. But that's later. Actually, yeah, we do get to put it on. I had to stop and think about that. But for right now that's later. Starting off with all these little guys. A little bit of fiddly work. So I got you. So let's bring you way in. These are hinges, and appears to be a box of some sort. And where can I find, is that, I thought I got something I can use here, I think. Yeah. I am worried about spilling the glue on this one, so I'm going to use a little piece of cardboard here to, when the pieces are this small, they're just asking for me to make a mess. Okay, so we take this guy, and then our hinges. We're supposed to use the long side there, and there it says. Actually, it doesn't even say anything about gluing, which is surprising. But I guess it's semi-stable. And once we put once we glue the other pieces in place, that'll be. And you know what? I missed a piece again today. F10, where'd you go? Okay, yep. Need one of those. You know, this thing, they all came with backup pieces. So if you wanted to, you can make two of these little boxes when it's all said and done. Okay, and quick knock the edges off here. Okay. This is supposed to go on. So we got our sort of a hinge mechanism, the beginnings of a box. Okay. Oops. Don't need you either. Okay, so we take the one with the handle here. It's supposed to go there. And I don't know how. Gotta get my handy dandies out because I'm sure I'll need it. And the plain one is supposed to go on the top. So I just kind of get a couple of drops here, ever so lightly, and hope for the best. Okay. Use a straighter edge tool there. Maybe. Alright. And then course, we got to give that a minute. I'm seeing if there's anything else I can do while that's drying. Yeah, okay. Give that a few minutes to dry, and I'll work. I'll skip around some. Got our crime scene, the stakes. Supposed to go in these holes around there, so let's see, is there a... Okay, they're round, so it might... It shows them with the yellow facing the front. And so let's... Here. Try and knock my bench out of the way while I'm doing all this. Letting that glue dry. And back here. Okay. So we got that sort of situation going. And then I'll put my stickers there. Is it obvious I didn't plan this out well enough? Okay. So we're actually going to pull these. And evidently, hopefully it's perforated. Yeah, it is perforated, so it'll go. I think once you get it started, it'll be. Yeah. Crime scene tape folded over into one piece, and then looks like this one. I'm gonna try and do a little. Let's see how it goes with just putting it in. It says to start on the back one, I think, because I'm gonna hide behind the flower pot there. So I'm just gonna start back there and into here. Okay, we'll straighten this one, or angle this one a little bit better so I can get a straighter shot in there. This one I think is going to be all right. Oh, so I said. And it just barely does reach back to the, well, gotta keep it in there. Okay, handy dandies. Can you force you down in there? Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. A little bit just there, sort of maybe spread it around a little bit. Oop, stay. Alright, so that actually went much better than I thought it was going to. I'm going to say it's not perfect, but that's a nice effect. Yeah, cool. Like I said, I'm surprised it went that well. Oh, and it actually says to just glue those back together where I stuck it back in there. So but my way seems to be working, so I'm going to stick with that. Now, while that's set, let's start doing some. We're still waiting on that other stuff to dry, so let's do some decorating, maybe. We'll be putting our photos here. or all our crime drama thing, majig doodad thing, the case of the blue rose. All right, let's see here. 2A. Get you to. All right. Goes in this one. Mm-hmm. 2B goes next to it. Then, uh-oh, maybe I should have done one first, because it says this is the first. A big one. Cool. Okay. And 2C goes in that corner. And then 2D in the bottom corner. I think the butler did it. Okay. Now we take this guy. It's supposed to be right around there. Looks like that's going to be about right. So let's do some dupes. Alright. Okay. And then while that is drying, a lot of this is just involving me waiting on glue to dry, it appears today. Start working on these guys. You and one of you. Okay, whoop, too close for that one. Let's back you up a little bit. Not quite as detail oriented on this one. But we take. Okay. Trying to decide, are they the same? Okay, one's got extra feet on the bottom down here. And that one goes in front. Okay. And it's sort of like the doorway we did yesterday. We start off with this guy going through. Snug fit on this one though. Okay, there it went. You through here. Not a snug fit on that one. Then the handrail over here. Alright, that went pop straight in. Let's see here. Looks like, oh, it does have outlines in the back. Okay, so this one will pop into that form. And just drop the handrail out. I'll get you back in place. You, all right. Oh, nice. Any No glue on this one, but it is, it might be, don't look like that one's too deep to go in there on this one, so let's, I can get these guys to cooperate. Alright. And now this one is a bit of a bother. Let's see here. Line it up on the back, maybe. Here it went, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got that staying in place, and that hadn't fallen off. I think it did go down a little bit. No, I think I just missed. I just saw from the top angle. I can see a little bit of green down there, but not enough to worry about. Okay. Otherwise, it's lined up pretty good. Okay. Now, this one's had hopefully enough time to dry where you stay in place. You did. Cool. So, now we can do a couple of 3 dupes on this one. A little more dupe on that. Okay. Handy dandy. Alright. That gets that box. And I think I can do the rest of them. Oh, wait a second. They're not going to make me do that. 16 goes on the top of the box. Okay, that's one of these letters. Hopefully they're really small. Yeah, it does appear to be. It's supposed to go inside the back of the box. Stay in there. I don't have enough. Okay. Technically supposed to be at the bottom of the back of the box, but I'm okay with it being there, and I just knocked it. That's sort of what I thought was about to happen. Line you back up. Okay, now it says these little bottles go into the bottom on that side, and then the magnifying glass goes in the top, but I'm going to let that, I think I'm going to work on the bottom ones first. Okay, so, okay. See how they say I'm supposed to do it. Let's see if I can get it done that way. There. And you in front of that. Sort of like so. Okay. The little guys right next to you. A little bit off center, so they sort of appear from the front. And does the pipe go? And supposedly, pipe goes in like so. About like that. So it'll show up from the front, because this is going to end up sitting on the bench. So, a little bit there. You there. Okay. And risk the magnifying glass. It's going to be... Okay. Right there. See if I can maneuver it into place. Oh. The other way. Okay, that is the side with the details. So, do you... Hop in there. Alright. Now, that is satisfactory to me. If I can slide this. Maybe turn these just a little bit. And closer to a 45. Because like I say, we're going to be seeing them from this direction, so that should show a little more detail on the bottles and whatnot. Okay, I think that's, rather than play with it more, I'm going to leave it be so I don't break it. Okay, so that needs to be let dried for a while. And we're at 22 minutes, so I'm going to take a break and let all that glue dry because I think I'm done with the gluing part. And I'll be right back and we'll do the last bit of assembly and get to one big piece. Be right back with that. Okay, here we go. Got everything dried and let's say that. I guess I can bring you into this. So I think that turned out looking pretty good. And I think there's another look at our crime scene tape situation. And let's see here. Let's hop in and just get things going. Actually, okay, it looks like this is just supposed to sit on there. Whoop, you can't see that. It just seems, according to instructions, this just sits on the bench. We don't actually glue it in. I was getting ready to glue it in, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Then we take 2 from number 15, so our envelopes, and they're supposed to go on the bench here, according to this. Let me, I think I can do it like there, and then another one sort of on top of it, catty cornered, I think is the way it sort of looks in the picture. Maybe not catty corner, may not be the right, but you know, sort of layered on there. And just knock that out. Okay. Okay. Stay. All right. So we do that, and I've already done the crime scene thing. That's the next actual step. And got the wall. I say that's all built and everything. Let's see the bulletin board up here. They could have, if they wanted to, they could have printed all those stickers on there, but there is a certain sense of accomplishment to actually have it put on there, and it fit in the things. And so I'm pleased. I do sort of like that. I think a little bit more depth than having it just printed plain. So I think that's probably a good move on their part. Then what are we doing here? Supposed to, let's see, basically got the door mechanism left over. I'm trying to see where I'm at. Okay, done that. Okay, so this guy, well, I just let my evidence box fall off, so I'm going to set that. I may end up gluing that on in spite of myself. But this guy here goes on the back, into that slot behind the bench. Okay, and then we take our front door to our wall, install it all the way down there. Excellent. Then a little cog gear assembly. If I can get pops on the bottom of the door. I think that's just so we can open and close it from the outside. Because once you get the dust cover in, you're not going to have access to. Okay, but I do want to make sure the okay. Hard to do from the side, but I think that's there. It went. Nope, didn't. There it went. Yeah, so now we can work our door from underneath. Turn that a little. Excellent. I like it. And I'm going to head and I'm going to glue that thing down. One of those deals I may end up regretting it, but just a couple of little dupes. So if I need to, I'm sure I can break it free. Here. You down there. All right. And then supposed to put these slots into these slots down here, evidently. Okay, that one went on. Yeah. Okay, excellent. That went in fairly easily. Okay, I don't think I'd ever seen it from that angle, but got our. All right, okay, got our door mechanism there. I like that. Yeah, and that concludes our work for the day. It actually took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but I'm pleased with the result. This is still a little flimsy here, but once we get some more pieces, tying all this together, I'm sure it'll work. It'll firm up pretty quickly. So I'm going to call that a day. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.